This is the welcome screen of Dr. Sbaitso. As you can see, we have a text field that allows us to input the name and also a button to take a picture. Once we take the picture, it becomes rounded. We can then press next to go to the next form. One thing to notice is that the UI is centered on the screen and has rounded edges. Let's review the project for Dr. Sbaitso. It's a typical Codename 1 project. It has a theme.res file in the root, which we will get to later, and 3 source files: the main source file and the source files implementing the AI and text-to-speech functionality. The main class includes an init method. Normally this is pretty standard Codename 1 boilerplate code that just loads the theme for the application. In this case, we also added a picture of a user, which defaults to Duke, the Java mascot. That way, if a user skips taking his picture, we will just use a photo of Duke. We also load the text-to-speech support at this point. The interesting part is in the start method. It starts with some boilerplate code for form initialization, but then it gets interesting. We use border layout to position the main UI in the center. Notice the center behavior, center constraint, which allows us to place the button and text right in the middle of the screen instead of stretching them over the screen, which is the default behavior. Also notice the component group. It allows us to mark the button and the text field as being part of a group, and on iOS, this will give them the unified rounded corners that are typical for iOS. On Android, this is turned off by default, so this won't show there. We now add both the button and the text field into the component group. We also bind a listener to the button that allows us to open the camera and capture the image. The syntax just uses the action listener interface as a callback to the event of a button press. Last but not least, we create a toolbar and place the next command into it. This allows the user to press next to move to the next form. The command has an action performed callback as well. That allows us to show the main user interface.